With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Omaha, 12.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 11-2 now, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Jones. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops. And
he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing Jones. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he returns this to the 22.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Alert, alert.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Stroud's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Stroud to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Mustang 19!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Omaha. Here we go. 11. Here we go. 12. 21.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And now off to the races down the right side.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, McCrary, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
12, 21. Here we go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 36. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Stroud. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd down and 6.
21. 11.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Play action. Stroud now sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Knight.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. Stroud sets up the play action. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff. Barkley running left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he will find Ridley on the left side.
Check it.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Come 19, come 19.
Stroud looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Stroud. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars. J.K. Dobbins, 78 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Stroud.
Flushed out right.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return is Peterson. Oh, what a move. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
J.K. Dobbins,
71 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here. This is caught by Addison.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready, set.
Second and 10.
Mustang 19.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Escaping the pressure right.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. Let go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, get set. Raise high.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Now look out to the 20.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
J.K. Dobbins,
95 yards.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception.
And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
11-11.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
21.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
11-11. Here we go. 11-11. 12.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Dobbins again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
There he goes right side. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward.
And now here is another interception.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Omaha, set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, a run with Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 9.
12.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Pressure comes and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. And not a bad setup here. They'll have the football at the 36. And we could start to see that developing from up here. He came off the punter's right side. He got in there quickly.
He did, and so the question's going to be, did you hang in there long enough on the edge to block? In college, what you try and do is shove him out of his path, and then you take off running downfield because you're...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team.
Taking it right down Broadway. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow